Hey, what's up, guys? It's about 7 o'clock in the morning, so let's jump into some morning prep. And we take a look here at the market, guys. Futures are up about 1% this morning. So we're working with this daily squeeze right now, kind of patiently waiting in anticipation of that daily squeeze firing. And, the whole focus, guys, for me at least after hours was, can the market get back into yesterday's range? We basically consolidated inside this hourly squeeze yesterday, really going nowhere until basically the last 15 minutes of the market, where that squeeze did start to fire to the downside. So like I covered in last night's video, guys, for those of you looking for continued strength in the market, we wanted to see it quickly get back into that range, and that's what we got here this morning. So the big picture has not changed, guys. We got a beautiful daily squeeze here on ES. If this can fire to the upside, it could bring some serious momentum, and you could see, some of our favorite stocks move right along with it. Quick update for you guys on my swing positions. I've got put credit spreads on Amazon, Netflix, as well as GLD. All right, Amazon super strong yesterday, guys. At one point was up, 2% plus. A little bit of a fade with the market into the close. She's popping up there nicely this morning. So that Amazon position should remain, guys, in really solid shape. And now Netflix here. So Netflix, guys, waiting for this thing to kind of kick into gear. You got the daily squeeze and the momentum is slowly shifting to the upside, but the key word there is slowly. So I do have credit spreads on Netflix. Those are in really good shape, and we do have an hourly squeeze, which we'll talk about in a second. And aside from that, guys, I got GLD here, and GLD is looking good. And this is another daily squeeze, just doing a nice little put credit spread. So swing positions are looking really good, guys. And again, this daily squeeze on the index, this is just my thoughts here on the market. If this can fire to the upside, guys, we're going to see some sweet momentum. Whether it's for a couple of days, a week, there's really no telling. But nonetheless, I really respect the daily squeeze, so that is going to remain the focus. Now for today's position, guys, today's session rather, for those of you guys hunting for new positions, we'll start here on the hourly charts, and we got a handful of really good looking hourly squeezes. My favorite by far is Netflix here. So Netflix, guys, we know we got some momentum on the daily chart with that daily squeeze, in the process of attempting to fire. And now we got a beautiful hourly squeeze here. So you day traders, you scalpers, you swing traders, hourly squeeze on Netflix, that's a great way to get an entry here for that potential continuation towards the upside. All right, we got a squeeze here on the hourly charts on Google as well. Looks like this one's gapping up a bit here this morning, so not the best one at the moment. And then Tesla here, guys. So Tesla's interesting. We take a look at the daily chart, and while not technically a squeeze, we are just kind of consolidating here around this resistance level, and we do have squeezes on lower time frames. So we head down to the 4-hour chart. You got yourself a 4-hour squeeze. Head over to the 1-hour chart. You got a 1-hour squeeze as well. So one of the things, guys, I teach in the group here is you can use these squeezes on these lower time frames to get an entry for a bigger picture move. Those lower time frame squeezes, they can really set the momentum for a bigger picture kind of, operation. So keep an eye on Tesla here, guys. Really hanging around this 840, 850 level of resistance. 4-hour squeeze, hourly squeeze might be something for you guys to look at. And if you're not familiar with the squeeze setup, go ahead and check out a couple of my recent videos. And then the last hourly squeeze, guys, we got here is Disney. I like this for a couple of reasons. Big gap to the upside. Held up there, did not fill the gap to the downside. And now we've got, whoops. All right, and now you got an hourly squeeze forming here, guys. I would give this one a bit more time, but nonetheless, it's not a bad looking setup. As far as 4-hour squeezes, we got a couple of those for you guys as well. We already took a look there this morning, guys, at Tesla. And you got a really pretty 4-hour squeeze here in Beyond Meat. So I always want to take a look at the daily chart. And we got some nice momentum, guys. We're starting to kind of consolidate and just chop around here. And, if you're looking for a continuation, this 4-hour squeeze is a really good looking setup. So for you Beyond Meat fans looking for continuation, play that 4-hour squeeze. Really not going to get much easier than that. And let's see, guys, for 4-hour squeezes, we've got 2 more here. One of them in shop. Right, and my saying, the saying is fuck shop. And then you've got Roku. Not that good looking. So For 4-hour squeezes, guys, I like Tesla the most. I also think Beyond Meat is really good looking. As far as the hourly squeezes, Netflix is by far my favorite, but you could take a look at Tesla as well. And we'll see where the market goes from here, guys. So again, everything I'm discussing here, every trade I take, is with the understanding that the market is in a potentially, really big time setup. All the energy getting built up here inside the squeeze, I'm positioning myself, guys, to take advantage of that if and when and should that energy release to the upside. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys tonight in the daily recap video. And Focus Trades members, we will be live this morning at 8:30 a.m. I want to see all of y'all there.